see what 11 is. 11 is Spider-Man. Yeah, these are all rough conditions. This is actually not the original Spider-Man suit. Because you could tell by the bracelets, you could tell by the way that his suit is right here, because it would be all the way up here. You'd see the black, you would see the red and black all up in here. The whole, the hands would be completely red and black. He wouldn't have the bracelets. So I don't know what version this is. People are saying this is like the Ben Reilly one, but Ben Reilly is Scarlet Spider, so I don't remember what Spider-Man this is. But if you do know, leave it down in the comments. But I don't know if that's, I don't think that's Peter Parker. So that's 11. Where's my 13? 13 is Thor. Yeah, these are all bad. Again, this is a new suit by Thor. Like, if you look at his old suits, he has a traditional red cape and the wings on his helmet. I mean, it looks like he has wings here, but it's not his original, suit. Not by far. Oh. Okay, so that's what, 14? No, what is this? That's 13. So let's look at, well, then I missed one. This is supposed to be over here, and this is actually 11. We missed Storm. This is a new one that I just bought off of eBay. Storm, this card's actually brand new. Well, it's not brand new, but comes from a different collection, and you can see how that card was kept a lot better. Absolutely. I'm gonna put this right back in there because, believe it or not, and I'm not just saying this because this era is very woke and you have to accept characters that are people of color, but I've always been a fan of Storm. Storm has always been one of my favorite X-Men. Why? Because when I was growing up in the 80s and 90s, she had a mohawk. She had a fucking mohawk. Like, how awesome was that? You know, like, especially when I was into, like, you know, the heavy metal and the rock and roll, and you saw Storm with this punk rock, I just said it. It was a mohawk, right? You see her with a mohawk. And then you see, you know, she had a relationship with Wolverine. So she had to be badass to get, you know, for even Wolverine to look at her in that way. So Wolverine and Storm were definitely lovers, you know? So Storm was always, and not on the top of that, but let's talk about her powers. Storm has always been like goddess material. Why? Because she controls the weather. She controls like the atmosphere, and you know what? I also saw in the comics she can actually freeze the inside of your body because you're made up of, I think, like 70% of water. So I mean, like, she's badass. Like, she is definitely a badass character. And if you don't like Storm, leave it down in the comments and tell me a good reason why you don't like Storm. Don't tell me just because she's a person of color, because she's a female. Bro, she is a badass character no matter what you say. I mean, dude, she was a leader in I think she even married Black Panther and Wakanda, I think, at one time in the comics. And on top of that, she was the leader of the Marauders, I think. And then on top of that, she was also, I think there was a thing with the Shadow King, like the villain and whatnot. So I mean, like, there was a lot going on. And Storm has always been, and she's the second leader of the X-Men. Like, she took over the X-Men when Scott was on his, like, you know? So, I mean, like, you can't say that Storm wasn't a vital and isn't a vital part of the X-Men. She'll always be part of the X-Men. All right. So this is my Wolverine. And I can't believe I just found it, which is really good. And you can see how it's like all scraped. This is the Wolverine with the bone claws. As you can see, it's not the metal Wolverine. I think that's the one where he just started to come back from getting his adamantium ripped out from Magneto. I know he looked more caveman-like when he got his adamantium ripped out from Magneto, but and this is the one I just got. So yeah, you can see like it's going to be all good. Let's just check it out. I think it is. Yeah, you can see right off the bat. Yeah. I'll probably order a whole nother one. I don't know how much. I don't know if I can get it for like 30, 40 bucks. If I really want to go down that road, but I definitely need Elektra. Elektra is definitely the one I need. We'll just put this over here for right now. 14. And then, oh wait, I do have Sabertooth. I'm so stupid. Sabertooth is right here. I just overlooked him. So I do have Sabertooth. Sabertooth is 5, 6, 7. So he's going to go here. So the only one I'm really missing is Elektra. And Sabertooth has always been a great character. He's another fan favorite of mine. Love Sabertooth. I liked him just because of the backstory. If you know what he is, he used to be part of the military. He had his brain pretty much scrambled like Wolverine. The only problem is Wolverine tries to fight his animal urges. He embraces it, and he's a killer. So, all right, that's that. Let me see. So that's 8. That's 8. This is going to be 9, 10. We'll just shift everything over. Okay. So this one is going to be, what is that? Okay. And the Aquaman. Ah, man. Dude, listen to me. I never really liked Aquaman even as a kid. He had that orange, flamboyant kind of thing going on. And the only reason I don't like him is because, bro, what kind of power is talking to a fish when you're like 7 or 8 years old? You know, I didn't care about that. And then, of course, this is the time when he got his hand bitten off by a shark, and he's supposed to be able to control them or talk to them. Like, what do you say? Please don't eat my hand. And the shark was like, screw that, I'm eating your hand. So that is what? That is 15. Let's go to 16. This was the Batman. This is the guy that took over for Batman when Batman got his back broken for a little bit. Azrael, yeah. He took over for Batman for a little bit. And that is really, really bad how that... It's probably one of the worst ones. Oh yeah, look how flimsy that is. That's not even stiff anymore. I don't even know what the hell happened there. But Azrael has always been a pretty cool character. I mean, he was good enough to take over for Batman for that brief time. All right. Speaking of Batman, oh my God, what is that? Ooh, that's actually really horrible. Yeah, these cars are probably worth nothing now. I would have to go and buy the collection again. Like I said, this is all coming from a kid who was stupid. So, the thing I like about Batman is he's so underrated. Meaning, like, Frank Miller was one of the writers and artists to actually bring him back to being savage. Meaning, like, he didn't take shit from anybody. And you know what's crazy about this is he has the U.S. agent costume, and this was actually the first costume, if you look in the comics, that Captain America was wearing that picked up Thor's hammer. So it's kind of like a crazy little detail right there. All right, and then we got Captain Marvel, which is not the Captain Marvel, the female version, but the Captain Marvel from Batman, DC. Now I think because of that they actually replaced it to just Shazam, just because of that reference. And the reason I like him is because oh my God, look at that. That's pretty messed up too. Yeah, you can see. Oh my goodness. Anyway, you could see that Captain Marvel was all magic, and what's crazy is that I like the fact that he could go toe to toe with Superman, because Superman couldn't fight against magic. But Bro, in Injustice, or the one with Superman when he was like from a different world, he actually killed him. He covered his mouth before he could say Shazam, and he burned a hole right through his head, killed him. You know, Superman is Superman is really OP, dude. Like, on some real talk. Now we're gonna start talking about a lot of the fights and stuff. So this one is going to be 18. So what the hell do I have that for? What is that? Oh, wow, these are not in order. Okay, so now we're going to look over here. We had 18. Let's look over here. Captain Marvel versus Thor. I have Captain. Oh. Yeah, these are all mixed up. Let's maybe Elektra is in here. Maybe we will find Elektra. Alright, so this is 19. So right off the bat, it's kind of hard to gauge this. Captain Marvel is magic. Thor is an Asgardian. I don't know, man. I don't know who I would pick for this fight, but a lot of people are saying Thor. I mean, that's why if you look at the blue, you know, and the one thing you have to remember with the Marvel versus Superman, the Marvel versus DC, is it was people voted for who would win. It wasn't like they did like a bunch of tests and a bunch of series and they put it all in, they calculated every scenario and then they put it together and this is what would happen. This is actually, from my knowledge, that people would vote on who would win. So this is more of a fan, very biased, I think, in my opinion. But these are, Captain Marvel fighting Superman. I mean, and then him with the Elektra. I don't know. I think I would pick Captain Marvel. I wouldn't pick Thor, in my opinion, because you have to remember Captain Marvel has fought, Superman, and even though the hammer, you could say that the hammer hit him or knocked him out and stuff, but you have to remember that he's lightning. Like he I don't know how that would work out. I just say that I don't know. He has the power of, I think, 5 or 6 gods, and he's only one god. So, in my opinion, I think Captain Marvel would win on that one. 19.